Hello, I'm Mark Anthony Davis, and welcome to my Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough. And as you see here, we're just jumping right into things, we're jumping right into Green Hill Zone, because I'm playing the Xbox 360 port of the game, and you don't really get like the full screen starting title screen for some reason. Like, you don't get a full screen version of that, you just get like this mini player of that. And I don't really want to show off that for some reason, that's have a thing. I want this to be as close to the Genesis version as possible, because I think it is a port or it's through emulation or somehow. This is the original Genesis version, so I will die in one hit to spikes no matter what. You don't find it out in this playthrough, but anyways, forgot to explain what I'm actually doing here. So yeah, I already got a special stage. You get that from getting at least 50 coins and going through that ring at the end. You gotta have the 50 coins when you go to the goal post. I guess now I gotta skip a bunch of stuff because I didn't have enough time to talk about the level. But now we're in special stage 1. When you get past those the transparent peppermints, you're kind of all good from here. You just gotta get on these blue diamonds, make them orange, then eventually they'll kind of wither away, and you'll get the Chaos Emerald. Of course, there's not 7, there's only 6, and the only real reason to get them is to get the good ending. And let me tell you, you're gonna feel real bad about getting that bad ending if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, I tell you. Anyways, I'm gonna keep talking about the special stage because it is, gonna be another one in this video. So, anyways, the basic structure of this game, if you already don't know, if you don't know, I don't know what to tell you, but every zone in this game has 3 acts. And the last one being the boss act. Sounds like boss act, but I said boss act. Again, in the first 2 acts, you should try to get 50 rings. In the boss act, it doesn't matter because there's no special stage. And actually, I'm showing off something I found out I didn't know this was here until one of my later playthroughs. Is that you can go to the left in Act 2 of Green Hill Zone, and there's actually a secret. It's not just these speed shoes, I know this was here, but it wasn't until very recently that I knew you can actually break that wall and get these item boxes, the monitors here. You get 20 rings and a shield, which, hey, look, I'm already at 50 rings. I'm not going through these levels especially quick because I do want to show small things off like that if necessary. I guess it wasn't totally necessary, but I thought it was this cool thing to show off. Anyway, I got invincibility here. You don't die. You still don't, die from spikes with your invincibility, but it's pretty hard to get out of that situation once you fall in there. But anyways, always check trees in Green Hill Zones for item monitors. There's usually those invincibility in this one. And, oh, you see there, I almost missed it. I almost missed that special stage ring. Because if you don't start moving almost as soon as you hit the goalpost, you'll be locked into an animation and you won't be able to jump back to the special stage ring. With this special stage 2, obviously going to be a little bit harder. Let's see what my tips are. I did write some notes for this. You want to try and stay away from the walls. I know that's an odd thing to say. You want to use the wide open space to your advantage. You want to get to the walls right here and then kind of, obviously jump from here. But for the most part, you want to stay away from the walls, in my opinion. And you want to keep using the springs to keep you in the radius of the, I don't even know what to call these blocks that just melt away. This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm having a hard time explaining it. But if you just look past the psychedelics, you'll be able to get this just fine. And that's our second Chaos Emerald. I forgot to say, I think the first one was blue. Yeah, there it is. It's blue, and this one is green. I'm guessing it looks green to me. Anyways, I think the first one's technically purple, but I don't know. But now that we're on Act 3, I didn't get to say most of what I wanted to say about Act 1 or 2. That's perfectly fine. So this is the boss. I don't need to get that 50 rings. No special stage opportunity. There's the invincibility in that tree, and you want to use it as soon as possible because it's going to use on the boss. There's actually another invincibility in a tree. Was that invincibility even in a tree? I wasn't paying attention actually. Jump, I'm trying to get that extra life on top of that. For the longest time I thought you had to go to the top of the level and fall down. I guess you could do that, but you can actually jump using momentum off the reverse slope from the get the momentum from the spring, then jump off the reverse slope, and you're able to get on top of the thing to get the extra life. You could go stay to the south, and you have your first wall breaking sequence that I know of before I actually knew that secret in Act 2. Now you see I'm trekking the trees because I'm pretty sure there's an invincibility box, and there it is. It's in that tall tree. Very hard to get. A little difficult. See, I jumped too early there. Sometimes I jump too late. Would this invincibility box be integral? Well, it won't be integral to my run. I mean, you really don't at all. No one needs this to beat this first Eggman boss. So before he even releases his weapon, you can hit him about 4 times. And then from there, he's going to swing his ball back and forth very slowly, but since I have invincibility, I don't really care about that. So this ball and chain boss, you know, the ball and chain really does not matter to me because I had invincibility the whole time. So just like that, we've opened up the Flicky capsule. I think they're called Flickies, or just animals maybe in the Sonic 1 canon. And just like that, we're done at Green Hill Zone. And I guess this is it. I had a lot more to say, but I guess I won't be able to say that now. Welcome back for some more Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis, playing through the Xbox 360, of course. As I said last time, this time we're in Marble Zone. I always want to call this Marble Garden Zone, but that's a later game. But as you see here, we still have the bees from Green Hill, but we also have caterpillars now, which can be actually pretty annoying to take down. You want to use your roll up into the ball attack to take it out. With 30 rings already, I already have 53 rings, and we're not even 30 seconds in. And the thing about Marble Zone, as you're gonna find out, I mean, obviously tell by the video length, it's almost double the length of the last video, is that it is a lot longer than Green Hill. I don't know why. Something that I failed to mention in the last part is that this game was an experiment at the time, and it was a successful first time out. It was successful. This game was an experiment in that I don't think many other games even try to pursue like speed and platforming. I think this is kind of the first of its kind. You see there that kind of little graphical glitch showing me pushing nothing after you get that monitor. You could replicate it yourself. It happens very frequently, but see, the lava is no more of a stage hazard. More, stage hazards in general. Spikes more prominent here. The thing about these spikes though, they don't kill you in one hit. They damage you. Like they just take your rings away. More rings here, another 40 rings and an extra life in this little alcove here. There's a couple more alcoves through Marble Zone that you should take advantage of because it's a lot of rings, a lot of useful stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I am playing the version that you die no matter what if you hit the spikes in the pit. But for some reason the chandelier spikes, I'm just like putting this together. They don't kill you in one hit. I'm pretty sure that was the difference between like the first version of the Genesis game and the second version of the Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis game. But now we got the lava. I don't want to lose all my rings here because this is towards the end. And the lava like shooting up at you could be very annoying, but I able to finish the level with 120 rings and get special stage 3 going. So I really have nothing to say here, no notes to really give out. This is even more wide open space than the second one, and I don't think I got one before. But if you notice, if you get like, I forgot the ring amount. I think it's 50. If you get 50 rings, you get to continue, and don't want to hit those goals. I think it's the first time I've seen a goal on screen. Those goals will not, they will end the level, but they will not be your actual goal. The goal is obviously chaos. I don't know why they put the exit, the failure thing as goal, but those springs could definitely F up your day. Just like that, once you get here, you're not gonna have enough time to melt all the little blocks away. Oh, that's real close. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was a pixel away. Oh my god. But anyways, you won't be able to get it in one go, so you will have to maneuver yourself for an extended period of time. I always have difficulty with this one, and I get really nervous because of stuff like that. But yeah, we're able to get third Chaos Emerald. What color is it? Is this the pink one? I'm pretty sure. That's odd. So now it's pink, purple, green, or pink, blue, green. But like obviously the first one we got in this one was blue, and now the pink one is taking the first spot. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Marble Zone Act 2. I just saw I did get a continue, so when I get a game over, which I will not get in this playthrough, I'll be able to go again and not have like to start off from Green Hill Zone. I think like base game you start off with 2 continues, so I don't think that getting a true game over is a real problem. But anyways, I like to go up and to the right here. Make sure you start spinning as soon as you hit this spot or the next sledge up, because the Caterpillar will be hidden in the monitors, and it'll be really annoying to just immediately get a ring monitor and then immediately lose it. The lava here is gonna flow and like kind of chase you, but it's really slow because you know lava in real life is actually pretty damn slow. And I was gonna wait for it, but no matter, it's still not gonna be there. It's gonna take a while. I think it might take a full 30 seconds. Well, you got these swinging blocks here. Not anything too hard. I don't know. It's really not. Oh, as I say that, I fall down into the lava. Because I failed to mention in the first act, this zone is really more about patience than speed, which I can appreciate. I mean, they probably weren't thinking the whole game should be like this cocaine rush of an experience. They wanted stuff that's a little more slower, and I appreciate Marble Zone for doing that, but I feel like as you go along, for some reason I always conflate as you progress in the Sonic game, the slower it will be. And this being like the second slowest level in the game, I don't know why it's the second level in the game. But anyways, alcove here, you ride the lava block here, you get those three monitors. I got an extra life, but I have to take the trek back all the way because you need the momentum of the lava pyre, I guess, to push you up again. And the lava pyres won't shoot up on your way back. But actually, I just got you can either take the lava pyres to the goal, or you can use momentum to run and jump to the top ledge, which I'm trying to do here, which I fail at. So the real point of my speed running has really backfired. But get an opportunity here, I think I do it, and I triggered the oh, what the, you idiots! I had like 57 rings and I lost it, just like that. But this is the point in the level. If you lose your rings, you can actually recover. There's actually a lot of level left. I'm wasting a great bit of time here trying to do this little thing. And as you saw, I could trigger the ballless jump, and I actually finally did it after 3 attempts. Finally do it, trying to show off how good I am at this game. Anyways, the ballless jump, you can replicate it. It's really not anything. I mean, if they had enemies there, the ballless jump, like not rolling up to the ball while you jump, would actually be a problem. Because you can't. Even though they loaded the wrong animation, it also has the wrong, like the coding follows that. So if you get hit while doing the ballless jump, you will take damage, and it will be annoying. Because you can do it by accident. Most of the time I do it by accident. But now, going to this alcove here, another 2 item boxes. Now I have 43 rings, and look, I mean, we recovered. There's more than 100 rings in this level, and we're not even done. You get your score up by hitting these things repeatedly. There's no point. The score is meaningless, so why don't they spend all day trying to break those blocks? So another lava fall segment. This time we're going down, but we have invincibility, so we can kind of just, you know, skip through all the level obstacles. They want you to avoid the lava, but no, I'll just run right through it, because right now I'm on some type of drug. I thought there was an alcove here, but there isn't. I like to check for it, because I think it might be here. No, I don't want to get crushed, though. Whatever, I got enough rings. So, and the level, it's going to take me almost 5 minutes to be 4.5 minutes, and I'm trying to get that special ring, trying to get it just like that. This was so frustrating, because it felt like I had very little time to get the special ring, and that can happen. If you take too long to jump in it, Sonic will just will just walk away because it's triggering the next level. They don't wait. They don't give you any extra time to get the special ring. So I missed out on special stage 4, and yeah, we're not gonna be able to get all 6 Chaos Emeralds until the fourth zone. Which I like to. What the fuck did I do there? What was that, Mark? Anyways, we won't be able to get the Chaos Emerald to the 4th zone, which is disappointing. I like to get it as soon as possible, and usually it's because I failed the special stage, but this time it's because I couldn't get in the fucking special stage ring. Anyway, Act 3 boss act. This is actually shorter than the Act 2. At least I completed a lot sooner than Act 2. There's no need to worry about rings. It's just getting through the level. So, notable things here is that I think that if you go through, there's an alternate path, which I want to do something different with this walkthrough, but I decided against it because I thought it might be a little excessive. But was to show all the level layouts of not only all the zones, but also the special stages, and maybe that'd be helpful. If you want to look at that, it's on Sonic Retro. You'll see another alcove here, get an extra life. A lot of extra lives already, got 8. But there's an easier path, a lot easier path, I believe, if you take a different way. Well, I usually never take it, but you see how I use the alcove to skip. I actually skipped a large chunk of the level, actually. So there's many ways to circumvent kind of the harder parts of the level there. That's the way I usually skip parts of the level. But here is the dickish part. It's trying to jump as the bats are coming onto a little steel chandelier. Because if you miss that, you go down to the part of the level I skipped. So you gotta do. So not only do you have to go back to that platform again, you have to go back to you have to go back to a part of the level that you completely skipped earlier on, kind of defeating the purpose of the previous segment. But now as the boss, no ball and chain is gonna spit down a fire, and it's gonna spread the fire on the platform. You gotta get away. It's pretty easy. 2 hits for every spitball, every fireball he spits, and just like that, he's done for. And we free more flickies from the capsule. That's making Mobius a little bit of a safer place for now. With that being said, we have conquered Marble Zone. With 3 Chaos Emeralds in hand, we're gonna move on to the 3rd zone. Back to, I would say, a more speedier type of gameplay. Still fun, but just more quickly. But anyways, see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, Marc Anthony Davis, back for some more, let's say Super Mario Galaxy. No, Sonic the Hedgehog in Spring Yard Zone. And you notice this one is the longest video yet. And I'm actually surprised. Because honestly, Spring Yard Zone usually takes me less time than Marble Zone, but this time, no, I didn't have the best run of this. But anything to go over right now, I guess, would be when I hit springs in this level, I usually let go of the controller, because when you're going up like a curved slope or down a curved slope, you kind of want to let go of the controller and let the momentum take you. If you play a newer Sonic game, you don't really do that often. You kind of like, you control everything about Sonic's movement, and there's like it's less up to momentum. Anyways, dickhead, metal ball guy is mirroring you, or shadowing you, I should say. It'd be very fucking annoying. And as you know, this part, I missed the special state, so yes, I have to. Well, I still don't have to get a special stage here, get a Chaos Emerald here. But I like to get him as soon as possible. I don't want to dick around with him. So I am really pissed off as I'm playing right now. Of course, this is post commentary. Because I don't know if I could do this game. I mean, I know my commentary is the best kind, nonsensical at times when it comes to Sonic games. But this game just kind of goes too fast. There's way too much going on for me to sound anywhere near coherent. But obviously, I like to stay high in Spring Yard Zone. I noticed that this level, what the fuck? I remember this, is that the fucking bee is right, like have a pixel like is above the fucking platform that can still hit you on. It's very annoying. But here, let your momentum carry you. Only 1 spike ball. Later on there'll be 2 spike balls in the little circle there. But yeah, I'm sticking high, and I feel like some of the level design on the upper half of Spring Yard Zone levels can be kind of weird to platform on. Plus, like the way the slopes are, you're running up a slope and having that jump, making a long jump, and it's a very awkward way. But see, I finally got the 50 rings, and just like that, this is the end of the level, and I get stuck here for a second, and I realize I can go. All right, and that is that. It took me many attempts to finally get this. Not only could beat the stage, we could get the special stage as well. The full recording time of this session was like 30 something minutes, no, 20, almost 30 minutes. But this special stage here, honestly, I thought I would have more tips about this one, but it's just so, I tried so hard to give you any tips, but the only thing I can really say is that there's arrows in the ring sometimes tell you where to go, like right there. But other than that, I had so much trouble trying to like devise any plan to go through this. It just seemed like, okay, if things are going a little too fast, you better hope you hit a wall, because you really have no control over your movement. It's not like even Sonic 4 can control the stage, but it's fucking special stages, I tell you. But just like that, we get our 4th Chaos Emerald. It's not popping up here. I don't know why. But I get another continue as well, so that's fine. But that took me many attempts. Spring Yard Zone Act 2. Starts off with spring. Let go. I tried to let go of the controller here, but now I could do let go of the controller, and it'll take you right up. Every time I try to add to the acceleration by using the joystick in my case, it just stops Sonic dead in his tracks, which I guess it kind of makes sense on a physics type of thing. Obviously these are going very slow here. Again, the top route is better technically, but I still find it very hard. These crabs can be very fucking annoying, because they can shoot out those balls, randomly shoot out those balls, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And through multiple playthroughs, I can't pinpoint which ones do and which ones don't. It just seems like at random times some do, some don't, and it's very annoying. But you want to go up here and to the left with these blocks that like kind of contract and stuff. But it's gonna be a bunch of rings, very helpful. Already got 50 and an invincibility monitor. And you know, there's not gonna be much to use the invincibility on, but it's just nice to have. I think I don't even use it. I don't kill one thing. I might kill this one now, so that's it. I think. Oh, I killed 2. All right, whatever. And I kind of make a mistake here. I waste my invincibility a lot of time there because I kind of forgot where I was going. I still want to stay high, and I kind of rode down the hill from there. This area can be very annoying for trying to get that shield. Because you can get stuck in between, just like that. You keep doing that. Eventually, the spring, the circular spring, will hit you. Like you'll bounce back on the regular spring, and the regular spring will hit you back in the circular spring. But eventually, the regular spring on the ground will stop activating. You kind of like clip through it, and I think that's intentional, so you can finally get a way out of there, which is a nice touch. If not, it's a lucky little glitch. This little area right here can be awkward coming up because I believe I also like there's a bottomless pit under me, but I don't think there is in this part. But I'm still careful here. Get some extra rings, and it's a little bit safer with it. There's obviously not a bottomless pit there, but I'm scared because later on there's a similar section that does have a fucking bottomless pit, and we'll get to that eventually. And just like that, we're through Act 2, and we got our 4th special stage. Will I nail it? Honestly, if I would have failed, I don't think I would have showed it off, because I did have some failed attempts. But here we are. In terms of these special stages, I feel like each one is getting consecutively harder. It just feels like they're all just random shit. And honestly, I kind of, after so many games and playing Sonic 2 so many times, I started to kind of resent the half pipe. And if you go, I started trying to avoid being in that little crevice there. It has a goalpost there, but I started to resent the half pipe mechanic. It's been so many games, and it was always tough. They got harder and harder, and I really just hated it. But I think the half pipe's better than this. But with that, we get this is our 5th Chaos Emerald actually. Sorry about that. You're 1 Chaos Emerald away from getting all of them, and we won't have to worry about that bullshit anymore. So, see, it wasn't even that bad. It didn't take me that too many attempts. Kind of random, but That one didn't take me that many attempts to do. And here it could be, beginning this level could be very dangerous. You got 0 rings and like 4 mechanic wasps come to kill you. So don't you get a shield here? You get a shield before you even get 1 single ring. Have I been saying coins? Because I have a tendency to do that sometimes because I'm a dickhead. And we're trying to go high here, but I do not have the momentum, and I don't want to try to go get the momentum to jump up there. I think I'm where what is up here right now? Okay, my Act 3 notes. The high road down the high road seems pretty hard too. Oh, there's an alcove up there. If you take there's an alcove up there with speed shoes and invincibility things. So it's actually pretty damn good. You can get through a level pretty quickly. I think that's what's up there. But there are another set of special speed shoes, I believe, that can help you. So you're not asked out if you don't go up there. Another couple crabs there. Anyways, like I was saying, we're almost done on the Chaos Emeralds in area. The next zone is gonna be pretty hard to get 50 rings in. That's why I felt so bad for missing that one opportunity in Marble Zone. I didn't even get in there. And, you know, I retried the special stages because like I would never 100% this game if I didn't have the save state feature in the Xbox 360 version to let me retry the special stages. But if I outright missed a special stage, you know, it just seems wrong for me to replay the whole level so I can get it right. I didn't replay a whole level here to get a special stage. That just seemed like against the spirit of the Let's Play. But I still want to complete the game, so but like I'm saying though, in the next zone is a very good chance I might not even have 50 rings at the end. But I'm trying to go to find that high place to get the speed shoes, but I'm struggling obviously. This whole session of recording Springyard Zone has been very frustrating. I don't know, Springyard Zone, my later playthroughs of this game has been kind of frustrating. Usually for me, it's the 4th and the last zone that are pretty frustrating. Oh, what the fuck? I hate those things so much. But there's no real reason. I wasn't stressing that bad about that. You know, it is a hit, but again, it's a boss stage, Act 3. You don't really need 50 rings. You just need 1 really. But we're gonna talk about. Oh, this is the alcove. Then what was the first place then? No idea. Oh, God, I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna mess around probably half 50 rings in this, but this is why I like to have the speed shoot. It's a lot easier to see just like that. I bounce off one of the bad nicks and I'm able to get up here. Usually it's a bitch and a half to time your jump and have it high enough to get on that first block. And I just see each one of these 3 platforms are off syncs. You gotta kind of wait, and sometimes it can be a little bit annoying. And using the speed shoes can bypass at least the first stage. See, that ball's going a little faster here. All different types of setups here. It's still not that difficult. And this one, of course, I don't know how I didn't mention this before, but this is like the waiting game blocks. You know, the blocks just go up and down, up and down. You just gotta wait until your opening comes. It's not really a challenge. It's more of a challenge of patience. It's like you're playing this Sonic game and it just stops you right in the middle of it. It's kind of odd design. They would never do something like that now. Yeah, they would, but it is kind of odd. But this is the final little stretch, and this is the bottomless pit area I'm talking about. Right off each cliff, there's a block to kind of save you, but the vast part of this is a big old bottomless pit. And here's a Springyard Zone. And just like that, I fuck it up. So he's gonna come down with a spike. When he's right over you, he's gonna come down with a spike. If he misses you, he's gonna grab up one of these blocks. From there, he is vulnerable, and you can hit him twice in that state. And this boss fight, to me, is probably the second hardest boss fight in the game. In a game with pretty easy boss fights, I think there is one hard in this, and that's in the next zone. And what the fuck? I'm remembering I recorded this 3 days ago. I didn't understand how I failed there, because and then I got impatient, so I didn't wait. But that explains that death. But the spring yard zone, it just snowballs. It's a snowball of pain, as you're gonna see here, because I get so frustrated with that boss, and it just makes me so angry. But now I'm trying to be patient here, and as you can see, when you see like the blue little pillars in the bottom right, you know that you're safe to jump. Attempt number 2, and I just jumped right to the spike. I don't know what happened there. That one's on me. That one's on me. And you could say, why aren't you cutting off all these deaths? Because honestly, I don't think I'm gonna die that much in this game. I think I might die 1 or 2 more times after this video. I'm not gonna come close to getting a game over besides in this level. I don't understand why I was doing so bad, besides I'm just angry and blind in rage. And you might say, oh, I want to hear that rage. No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyways. So this is my second to last attempt on this, and this is the most angering one. I don't even know if that's a fucking word in this context, but it just sucks. You come in here with 0 rings. If you come from the checkpoint, I guess you go back and get rings, but yeah, I didn't actually think about that actually. So I guess you could go back and get rings, but if you're just starting from the checkpoint and going in with 0 rings, and it is painful. This boss is very simple, obviously. But the first one kind of glitched, kind of janked out on me. And everything after. Just right here. Look, I had to put it in slow motion for you. I did not get touched. I did not get touched. I was jumping, like as I pressed the jump button, it just randomly died. I just died. The thing didn't touch me, and the machine itself did not touch me. I slowed it down for you. You can slow it down more on YouTube, but I did not get touched by that thing. I don't understand. And it's like the second I jump, I remember the second I jump, and it's not like some bullshit thing. The second I jump, I died. Which you're not. You're supposed to damage him. And it's just, I didn't get touched. I'm just gonna say that much. I did not get touched. But last attempt, I'm successful this time. I do it right. Each time he comes down and takes a block, I hit him twice. So the strategy here is have him take the periphery blocks out and make sure you have like a strong center to stand on, because not only you don't want to die from the bottomless pit, but after you beat him, the floor won't reform. It'll still be a big bottomless pit here. Just like that, we beat him. And you could die after you beat him, which is pretty annoying because it has happened to me before. And just like that, folks, we have defeated Spring Yard Zone. And I'll meet you up next time to take on the 4th zone of this game, the last Chaos Emerald, hopefully in Labyrinth Zone. Thank you very much for watching. See you then. Hello, and welcome back for some more Sonic the Hedgehog, and this time we're in Labyrinth Zone. As you see, this is the first appearance of water in this game, which actually isn't that annoying. But first off, we have these drill monsters here. I forgot exactly what their names are, but beware of those. They're gonna be popping out of the ground quite frequently throughout the 3 acts here. But Labyrinth Zone as a whole is quite a lengthy level with many hazards. This zone will definitely test your timing, because even though it is a water level, it's not swimming based like Mario. And as I said, I did another glitch there, a little glitch animation. But anyways, unlike Mario, Sonic can't swim, so it's still heavily platform based. All it is, the water just slows down the platforming, and you see I'm getting water bubbles there because also unlike Mario, you can drown, you cannot breathe air, so you have to constantly get bubbles. And you see I don't drown in this one, but usually I do. And I am remembering here that I didn't get Special Stage 6 quite yet, because I did miss an opportunity. So I'm still trying to get those 50 rings. But about getting 50 rings in Labyrinth Zone Act 1, I'm going to try to do a shortcut here. What I was thinking of, I knew before I did the shortcut I couldn't get 50 rings. So I got, I don't know if I got every ring up to this point, but the shortcut here I'm about to show off, you cannot get 50 rings for the special stage. For some reason, I don't know why I did that, but for some reason, you take the shortcut, you can't get the special stage, which I still wanted to show off because I still have 3 opportunities after this act to still get the special stage. I wasn't stressing it. So you see there, I took the platform up. You make sure you get the bubbles that are coming up, because the bubbles obviously they gimp and stop your jump in mid-air. So you make sure you get the bubbles to try to hit that platform. Now you see when you go back up, this platform will be here, and you're bypassing the whole water section level. Just at the bottom half, because there's still water that have to go through from this. But this is a shortcut, but this still takes me a while to do, right? So I still want to get all the rings. You see, I'm checking, no rings here. I still at 46. I think I did get every ring up to this point. And there's gonna be 3 more rings. As you see here, we got more of those drill monsters here, which could be very annoying because I don't have a speed shield. Ugh. And you see, those are 3 rings. That will be 48, 47, 48, 49. There he goes. I know I got hit at some point. Yeah. So then I died there. So there's no rings after that point, because the level ends shortly after that. And this is another run. It's the next one I did. I'm just gonna take the normal, because there's more than enough rings to get a special stage going through the normal path. But yeah, basically the shortcut, you can only have 49 rings. I saw this in a Brain Scratch Comps playthrough, and I'm like, oh, I never really tried to do that before. And I tried to prove Lewis wrong, but I couldn't. I see there's the countdown when you're about to drown. It counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0, you die. But it's really 10 seconds. It's not 5 seconds. I guess it makes it more dramatic if each countdown is really long. But anyways, here the normal path, you'll see these these spikes on change. On change, you gotta really be aware of where those chains are coming out, because yeah, they can clip you even though you think you're above them. But also, you heard the drowning thing very briefly, but the drowning thing is probably one of the most scarier things in the Sonic game. Probably is the most scary thing. It never really got me. Never really made me feel scared as a kid, but most people think it's pretty scary. And I agree, that's probably the most scary thing ever in the Sonic game. More scary than the orcas, I'd say. But you see here, got a checkpoint. We're almost through, actually. I say the bottom path will take me about 4 minutes, and the top path could do about, I was probably on track to finish in about 2.5 minutes. But obviously more than enough rings here. And these hazards, there it is. These hazards, about to say, always fuck me up because it's so hard to maneuver. Here you want to sit on this cork, the water will rise, and this is close to the end of the level. I tried to see if there's 50 rings left in this short little stage before the end. There isn't. There's still a good amount of rings, also still a good amount of hazards you see there. All these spikes and stuff. And those are the Orbonauts. I think this is the first time, at least I know since playthrough, that they're here. Yeah, they throw their spikes around you. There's gonna be later stronger Orbonauts that do not have that. They still have the I get hit again. Well, it's too late now, so it doesn't really matter. But there's stronger Orbonauts in the next zone that will have the same spike balls floating around them, but they'll not be able to attack them. And with that, you want to avoid these corks here. Now I'm just trying to rush to the end. That's why I'm getting hit quite a bit. But you don't, as the water's rising, you don't want to be standing on top of those corks, because the corks will crush you. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's been a while since I've been crushed by those corks, but I'm pretty sure they do when the water rises. That being said, be careful here once again, and be very mindful of the bubbles that get your jump. But just like that, we're done. And the shortcut where I died was a little bit to the left of the screen. When you came up from the water, I died right there. So I almost had it. But anyways, Act 2, which I probably would have benefited still taking the shortcut, because I ended up not getting a special stage anyway. But anyways, Act 2. Here, still drilling thing coming from the ground. There's not there's these waterfalls here that take you down to kind of like a foreshadowing for the next act of this. But Act 2, I really don't have much notes on Act 2, because honestly, it is just a slog to go through. I'm gonna spend this time kind of about Labyrinth Zone as a whole. Is that, oh, and also by the way, I tried to use the invincibility to go down and kill all these enemies. Once you come down here, you cannot jump back up and get those rings. So get the rings while you're up there. Even though you still have the invincibility, you could kill those enemies down there. But ultimately, the amount of rings in the early part of the stage won't matter that much, because obviously I have 40 here. There's plenty of rings left, but here I'm about to drown again. You really gotta be wary about this. Even when you think that you're far away from, like, you're not in the drowning state, you still probably want to get a bubble to replenish yourself. I don't know exactly, like, what's the breathing meter like in this. I don't know if it's like, if you get a bubble that's 100% air capacity. Because I feel like there's been times where I got a bubble, and very shortly thereafter, I started to drown again. So I don't know if it's exactly 100% air capacity replenished from that. Maybe it's like 50 or something. I don't know. But most of the time, it's enough air to get you to the next air source. But here, you obviously there's a lot of monitors to break open. But there's one monitor in specific that you want to break. Oh, this is a glitch jump location. It's kind of hard to get that monitor, but I get it. Very odd places where the glitch jump is. It's only place in the game where it actually matters. But you know, you break that monitor, there's a switch there, and it opens up a new path for us. Oh, almost got hit there. I don't know how I didn't get hit. Almost did though. This is another invincibility box, so we're good. Not for exactly for the rest of the level, but some of the harder parts, you see all those hazards there, I would have definitely got hits, even if I was trying to be careful. So this invincibility was actually extremely helpful, because look at all these spikes. And I stopped here because I think the invincibility was going to stop any second. But I could have used it on that Orbinon if I would just kind of kept going for it. I see here, I need that bubble, and I get hit because the bubble takes you out of the ball state, completely stops your momentum, which is, it's annoying. It's manageable. It can be quite annoying, but it's not anything that's kind of, I feel like needs to be taken out of the game, or it's game breaking or bad design. It can have better placement sometimes, but I don't think it breaking up your animation is necessarily bad. It can be annoying. It's taking out would be more of a quality of life thing than anything else. But anyways, we're on these conveyor belts that have like rock platforms on them. You gotta be very aware, because they can run you right into spikes, or they can run you to the next path. Here, you know, you make it to this platform, and we're back on dry land for now. I'm very scared. You see, I'm taking my time because I didn't think that the level was over there. But just like that, we have 106 rings. I can't tell if the screen's really small, but we got 106 rings, I believe. And the last special stage. Special stage 6 is actually, for me, I found it a lot easier than the rest of them. I had the easiest time with this. I don't know why. I guess because you just fall right next to the Chaos Emerald. And yeah, there's annoying right blocks and springs and stuff, and I almost go down there, but for the most part, I felt I didn't feel like I had to reset this stage, not having to reset, and I felt like it was pretty easy to do. Just like that, it's done with. That's special stage 6. We got all 6 Chaos Emeralds. Sonic got them all. So I remember I commented on how the sprites were flickering on the Chaos Emerald screen last time. That's because I'm not recording 60 FPS, even though the game is running at 60 FPS. So if you're running at 30 FPS, sometimes the Chaos Emeralds won't show up there. But anyway, on the waterfall to the right, you want to jump immediately to get that shield, and then you want to jump again right after that to open the switch and the monitor. It'll open up a path in the waterfall. If you keep falling down the waterfall, though, it'll just be an infinite loop, so don't worry about that. You won't die or anything. But if you open this switch, also reference to Brain Scratch comms, Lewis said that you wouldn't be able to jump from that platform to the right to the platform to the left if you open at the path. You open up the switch there. But I wanted to prove him wrong. So I try with the very edge, and I succeed. It is possible to do that. So anyways, there's a nice little collection of rings here. Obviously, it doesn't matter that much. It's a boss act. Again, it's a ball sack. But I also got all the Chaos Emeralds, so there's no stages. Even if I get 50, there'll still be no special stage, because they're only a means to get Chaos Emeralds. They're not really meant to be a fun way to get continues or anything like that. More of these, I forgot what are they called? Grounder? I don't know if that's the official name, if that was just like the name of the character in the Sonic cartoon. And you see, if you start drowning for that area, you're most likely gonna die. I almost die here, but I get to 0, and I was just a second away from drowning there. it's probably the smart thing to get an airbow right before you go through that, like, what's the word? It's not automated section, but the section where you're getting pulled through the tunnel. You should get an airbow for that, because I've died there and I've seen people die there many times. But just like that, we're probably on a more easier path now. I mean, it's gonna ramp back up. The boss fight, I feel here, it's probably the hardest one in the game. No, actually it is the hardest one in the game, but I glitch jump there. And here we have the cork once again. Get the checkpoint, not miss the checkpoint. You want to go all the way to the right, to the water rights, because the other two corks will all three will eventually lead right to the ceiling. But you want to go, make sure you keep going to the right, and this will be your way up to the boss. Yes, you see so many grounders, if that's what it's called. I wanted to mention that there's supposed to be a goggle power up, but you probably already know that. You just look it up on Sonic Retro or whatever. Here's the boss! Eggman's just hanging out here, and as you see, he is going through this path of a bunch of hazards. But as you might be noticing, the water is also rising. So you might be saying this boss fight might seem damn near impossible, or at least extremely long. It might take you just forever to beat this boss if he's going through all these obstacles and the water keep rising higher and higher. The platform is going to keep getting slower and slower, and he's going farther and farther away. Well, you're correct, but that is not the expectation. You don't have to hit him 8 times. You don't even have to hit him at all. You just have to chase him out of here, and you're done. It is possible to hit him 8 times and beat him. He'll explode and he'll still run off and get away, but I don't think I've ever been able to do that, at least not in a very long time. But it is possible to hit him 8 times and destroy his little chassis, I forgot, little vehicle, whatever. Anyways, that is it for Labyrinth Zone. In this part, we've been very productive. I showed off a shortcut. Don't do that very often, but most importantly, I got all 6 Chaos Emeralds, and we're done with the fucking special stages. So, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time we take on Starlight Zone. Welcome back, everyone, to Sonic the Hedgehog. We're taking on Starlight Zone. As you see, this part is probably the shortest one since Green Hill. Probably even shorter than Green Hill, because I don't have to do special stages anymore. But if you still have to, this is Act 1, well, Act 2 actually of this zone. It's the last opportunity to get a special stage. So if you don't have 4, at least 4 coming into the zone, you're not getting the best ending, quote unquote. But anyways, this is the not the second speediest level, right next to Green Hill. It is speedier than Spring Yard. As you're going to see very quickly, the levels are also pretty short, like Green Hill Zone. But if you're still trying to get those rings, they're going to be taking you a little bit longer. You see I have no rings here. But yeah, a lot of people would say that why couldn't the whole game be like Green Hill, Spring Yard, and this zone, Starlight Zone? Well, that's because, as I referenced before in part 1, this game was an experiment. They wanted to try faster platforming, but they weren't too sure of it, so they felt like they needed to put Marble Zone and Labyrinth Zone, and then I don't know why they felt they needed to put Scrap Brain in, but we'll get to that next part. You know, I haven't recorded that yet, but I'm expecting I'm gonna have a hell of a time with that. But anyways, to initiate these stairs, you hit them with your head, and again, these are the Orbonauts I was talking about in the last part. They never throw those balls away, those spike balls at you. So you just have to jump over them, or have invincibility. Oh, you get stuck between those springs there. And you have an invincibility here, so we can't kill those Orbonauts if we come across them. Which I don't know if we do. It is pretty short. I do kill one. Good. It makes it worth it in the end. And there are a bottom path. I'm doing a pretty good job at there are bottom paths, I should say. I think I'm in like more of the middle territory, but as I'll mention during Act 2, is that the bottom path quite difficult, well, a lot more difficult than taking the top. A lot less speedy, more enemies, not as fun at the time. But I think I do a very good job of staying at the top path and to keep maximum speed there. And there's ample opportunities to fall down. So if there's a pit and you feel like you're close to the top of the level, you're probably not gonna die. You're probably just gonna go to the lower stages of the level. Although the lower stage of the level is full of bottomless pits. And these bombs here, these mechanized bombs, yes, Bio bombs, are they considered organic material in Mario World? Anyway, I mentioned Mario a lot in these Sonic playthroughs. Well, I mean, in these Sonic videos. I don't know if I did that in Sonic Generations. Anyways, I'm doing a bad job of trying to gain momentum by jumping onto the slope. I don't know, sometimes I can jump onto the reverse slope and gain momentum. But I guess in reality that wouldn't make sense, so maybe I'm just like taking advantage of coding. But anyways, bombs there. Wanna wait till those pass, you wanna go right on that Orbinaut. And then we have this mechanic, I don't know what to call this, the spike ball seesaw. You pitch it up, then they'll always land on the other side, and you know, you can get pretty high with that if you roll with it. But this area right here, 5 10 ring monitors, they're basically giving you a free special stage because this is the last opportunity to gain entry to one. I don't need it. Take my 80 rings and go on about my day. That is Act 2. You see, we went through that very fast. Alright, Act 3, the act, the ball sack. Again, Orbinauts. I think this level with the bottom portion is the worst, and this is probably the first time in a very long time I was able to nail that and get on the top part. I was so happy when I was recording this because I very rarely get up here. It might be never. But anyway, I get the invincibility box, and I'm kind of scared here because I forget about the level design. But yeah, there is another spike ball seesaw, and that's how you're supposed to get up here. Sorry if my audio is kind of glitching or skipping. My computer's having a tough time recording this. Not much I can do about that until I get some money next month. I can buy a new computer. But anyways, stay on the top path here. Very little resistance. Any resistance is obviously very avoidable by getting to a spike ball formation. Just like that, a bunch of loopy-loops. Stay to the right because there's a legion of bombs there. And they'll explode, then no problem. And when I was playing this, I forgot that was half like a half of a spike ball swinging back and forth. Yeah, I could fuck up your day. But again, not too big of a deal. I got a shield and ample rings. I feel bad for the story saps that have to take the bottom path because the top path is so awesome. Oh, when I try to hit me back, yeah, I fell down there. It's fine. Kind of leads all the same place. I never really mentioned the fans, did I? Use my invincibility frames there, but anyways, this is the boss fight. We're using those seesaws you can either hit the bombs into Eggman directly, or you can use the weight of the bombs to pitch you up into Eggman and do damage that way. If we were playing the Sonic Genesis port on the Game Boy Advance, you can just jump right up without even having to be propelled by the weight of the balls. But you see, my strategy here is using both. I use the balls and Sonic to do the damage. 8 hits, I believe, as always. I never counted them. I just always took it as 8 hits, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's 9. I'm pretty sure it's 8. Anyways, you can kind of just keep it a consistent volley of attack. Even if you miss as Sonic, you use the weight that you got to propel another bomb up. If that makes sense. That's kind of what I've been doing. But just that been done with. Not just Eggman. We decided to battle him, but we're done with Starlight Zone. There's one full zone left to beat, and we'll take it on next time. Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you so much for watching. See you then. Welcome to Scrap Brain Zone. Yes, Marc Davis back with more Sonic the Hedgehog, and I gotta say, this is, obviously going to be the hardest level in the game. This is the last level, last set of acts before we meet Eggman for the last time. I want to say Mega Man. And the platforming here, not really that fast. It's more like your traditional platforming, and it's good. It's actually good. It's mostly timing stuff. Stuff disappears, stuff turns around. You get all these different obstacles. I know I'm doing a great job describing this, but I really do like these scrap brain zones. I don't know. This last time playing through this game, I really got an appreciation for the design of everything, but obviously I miss those rotating platforms. I just try to take a leap of faith there, and I don't know what I was going for. I completely miss. But this part can be annoying because this platform eventually recedes back to the wall, and then you fall down here in the electric sometimes with a shootout. Well, not sometimes. It does there's a rhythm to it, but I keep missing the switch. But yeah, you gotta time your jump right here. You know, you jump before it turns flat again because you'll just bump your head on it. And time your jump perfectly here, and really, it's just all timing, and it's not really about being fast. There's a couple of spurts in Scrap Brain, three acts, I should say, that are fast, and I fucked that up again. So another thing to mention about Scrap Brain, I finally, nope, I didn't nail it. Yeah, we're gonna be here for quite a bit. I mean, the video's obviously not that long. I do go through these levels quite fast. I'm quite proud of it. Scrap Brain wasn't more of a problem for me, but these timing sections could be, they kind of suck dick. But you know, it's the final level. I'm okay with it. Still an enjoyable time, you know, conquering this challenge. This run is actually a lot better than previous runs of this that I've done. Not for this series, but just generally, Scrap Brain Zone is actually very annoying. Well, it has been in the past for me. I guess I mastered it somewhat. But another thing to say, I noticed this. I notified you on this, and obviously the Starlight Zone. But it's been a while since I uploaded that. So if you forgot, if you're not watching these parts all at once, is that Starlight Zone was the last Starlight Zone Act 2 was the last time you could get a special zone opportunity to get a Chaos Emerald. So don't worry about that. Obviously, I had 64. Oh, I got all the Chaos Emeralds, so it wouldn't work anyway. Anyways, and that's Act 1. That's pretty much it. You can see those little pig monsters again in a similar setting in the upcoming acts, and it's going to be a lot more annoying. I'm not going to say rings are ever unimportant, but you don't need 50, of course. But you don't want to still collect a shit ton because you're just going to get hits. You're going to hit a lot. It's not one of those levels where you're going to be able to avoid damage. I think I've always just constantly just get a deluge of punishment from these Scrap Brain levels. As you see here, gravity is not a coherent thing when it comes to those spinning gears. I guess not really gears, but I don't know. They have their own traction on them that you can just keep running in a circle with them. This testing my patience here. You can't jump because of electric on the ceiling and the fire impedes, and then you gotta go faster. You're gonna go past that, and you jump right into the fucking spikes. So the thing there is, after you hit the edge, where you jump off to go back onto these gears type things, you're not supposed to jump. You're just supposed to drop off, just walk off the side of it, and then jump from the bottom of that floor under the gears. Jump to the bottom of the gears, I guess, to avoid that spike. But it gets me every time. And now I have a shield. I'm still nervous here because, you know, there are rings coming up and there's even more spike balls. And as you can see, that every conveyor belt, I guess that's what it's called, goes in different directions, so it can fuck with your control sometimes. But able to get out of there, only getting hit once. And crushing cylinders, Sonic Advance 3, I barely recognize you. My God, those things are all over Sonic Advance 3. But we're not going to be playing Sonic Advance 3 for a very long time. And oddly enough, I don't remember crushing cylinders being that prevalent thing until Sonic Advance 3 once again. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea, because I don't remember being in Sonic 2. I don't have a good memory of Sonic 3, honestly. It's the game I played the least out of the original 4. Yes, I count Sonic CD as a classic game. I don't know why people don't they say the original trilogy, but it should really be like the original quadrilogy. I don't know if quadrilogy is a word, but I count Sonic CD as the real Sonic 2 because I think it came out before Sonic 2. Anyways, this is the section I was talking about again. Can't go up here, you just gotta keep going down, and I don't know how that bomb didn't explode. You can keep going down. I wouldn't recommend it because going on the bottom of the level is never good for the most part in Sonic games. You want to stay as high as possible, and I stayed low and I got hit in the face with a spike ball, but that's it. Finished the level. Alright.
face Eggman. Oh, wait. Psych, nah. He got us. He trapped us. And now Act 3 of Scrap Brain Zone. Labyrinth Zone. I hardly recognize you. No. It's a similar aesthetic. I don't know why, but if you saw there that platform now sliding down, you want to go slide, run past it and go down. Continue to go down. Do not go to the left. Because this is a major shortcut. I'm happy I pulled it off. And that's pretty much all my notes on this. You just want to stay out of the water as much as possible where you can. And I kind of had to there, but yeah, this is a major shortcut if you outrun that sliding platform. And just like that, we're out of the water. I think we're going to be out for a good bit. And yeah, this is the end. It's time to finish off Eggman for good in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. The boss fight starts off immediately as you walk in. No rings, so if you get hit once, that is it. No room for mistakes. You see these red lights are gonna shoot out these 4 electronic orbs, and after that, 2 of the capsules, one will be holding Eggman, will come down to crush you. Thing is, they're pretty easy to dodge. You can just sit in the middle, and as they're about to touch you, just jump up. Sometimes, some of the gaps are wider than others, so you might want to play it safe. But I find jumping or running as soon as they're about to come down, like right now, if I ran to the side, I'd be safe. But there's such a wide gap there that I could just stand there. And as you see, I think I got 2 hits on. I haven't been counting, but you need to hit them 8 times. And 8 hits, no rings. And an interesting little trivia here for, this part isn't very long, but interesting piece of trivia. If you hit him for a 9th time, it is possible, without hacks, it is possible to hit him for a 9th time. It actually is possible to hit him twice as he comes down. Well, I haven't been able to pull that off. But I've heard legend of it. But I heard also legend of if you hit him for the 9th time, his hits will overflow to 255, meaning that you have to hit him 255 times to beat him, because you hit him at nighttime when the game was supposed to be ending. So yeah. So at this point, I pretty much said everything that needs to be said about this final boss. That is it. If you have, that's the last hit, and he tries to make one last go of it, we won't have it. We hit his egg carrier, and he falls down back to Earth for him to be captured. And that's it, folks. We just beat Sonic the Hedgehog 1. We freed all the animals of Mobius from Dr. Eggman's malicious plot. And that's the Chaos Emeralds we got along the way. And that's it. Very happy with these last 2 parts. I enjoy recording them quite a bit. Playing this was very fun for me. I don't know. So I was just very satisfying for some reason. I don't know. I really can't comment on any of the people on the credits for this game, because honestly, I'm not that well versed in the staff of Sonic games. Besides, I don't know anyone. I might know one name here I know. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the thing when I make fun of Japanese people's names, because I'm not good at that. I think Japanese people have better names. I'd rather my name be Daisuke than Marc Anthony. Marc Anthony is a solid name, but Daisuke, that's pretty cool. And we get a little overview of our adventure in Labyrinth Zone. It hasn't all been fun. Spring Yard Zone was hell, but yeah, it's been a great game. It was a great way to kick off a franchise that's been going. It's been going ever since. I wouldn't say it's been going strong, but I really do like this game. It's fun. It's something I'll continue to replay pretty much forever, because it's a game that you could beat in 50 minutes. But also, now we have like the save state thing on the Xbox and Xbox One version and the modern version of the game. You can save state before your favorite level and just play it indefinitely. Is just what you want, if that's what you want to do. And to say that this is not even the best 2D Sonic game, I mean, the sequel to this game is even better than this one. So I'm looking forward to playing that on the channel as well. But The game might be only an hour long, but you can play this for dozens of hours on end for the rest of your life. I think it's that good. Great replay value, and since I got 6 Chaos Emeralds, Eggman will be extremely angry if whatever amount of emeralds you're missing, he'll be tossing them around and laughing at you. But we did our job here. Play the game. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a great time. I really appreciate y'all's support. And on to the next Let's Play. Thank you so much.